guys, welcome to CNA Films and Animation, and it's our 200th video.
Yes, it is.
Woo!
So, how's your summer going?
Well, hopefully it's going pretty good right now.
Well, that's good. I'm sure everything's been going pretty good with CNA Films and Animation so far. So
Yeah.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
Have you back.
It's like yesterday we were right here, or isn't it?
Yeah. Welcome to our studio, where we filmed for at least a good 5 months of our time.
Yep.
As you all know, I've been filming at various locations. So yeah, it's been interesting.
Yep. I think I've trained the magic hat for right now.
Oh really?
Well, it hasn't done anything yet, so let's hope.
Oh, that's good. Have you worked anything with this one?
No, I haven't touched that one.
Well, that's going to be interesting. But so for our 200th video, what are we doing?
Well, we're doing a special today. We're going to have not one, but 2 reviews.
Oh wow, that's going to be a fun video.
Yep, and it's 2 of our favorites.
Oh, what are we reviewing?
Who Framed the Iron Giant? Wait a minute. I combined it, didn't I? Who Framed Roger Rabbit and the Iron Giant. I thought you'd like that.
I love both of those movies. Okay, I'm excited. What are we starting with first?
Well, let's start with one of your personal favorites, I know, Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yes. Okay. So, do you want me to tell the story?
Go for it.
Okay, so, and literally guys, this is literally one of my favorite movies. So, basically the storyline is this. Roger Rabbit is a cartoon who is in love with Jessica Rabbit. She's a singer at a club, basically, like a jazz club. And the owner of the club, named Marvin Acme, is brutally murdered by having a piano dropped on his head. And the prime suspect is Roger Rabbit, because Eddie Valens, played by Bob Hopkins, took photos of Roger Rabbit with, or took photos of Jessica Rabbit with, Marvin Acme. Took pictures of her and Marvin Acme playing patty cake, yes. And so it's believed that Roger dropped the piano on Marvin Acme's head and out of rage that Jessica Rabbit cheated on him by playing patty cake with him. So Eddie Valiant, he's a detective. He lost his brother to a tune, and he doesn't want to be involved in the case, but he's kind of thrown into it. And along the way, there's this judge played by Christopher Lloyd named Judge Doom, who is his main goal is to take over Toontown, which is a neighboring place where all the cartoons live, next to the real world. And Judge Doom wants to take over Toontown, make it his own, and he has this concoction known as the dip. And if you put a tune in the dip, they basically melt away. I mean, it's a horrible death. And he has a group of lackeys who are animated weasels. Each have like different looks and personalities, and they're kind of like a 40s gangster gang or something. And this movie is just a lot of fun. It's very well created. Each frame is hand drawn, and for the animated parts of it, and it's truly a very it's a groundbreaking film for its time, and I think it holds to the test of time today. What are your thoughts on Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Well, I like this movie.
Where'd your hat go?
It does that from time to time. Hopefully, it'll be back. I like this movie. It's the blend of animation, live action is really well done. Some of the films like this are rather bad when it comes to that. This film really pulls it out. You really get to see a lot of characters from both Warner Brothers and Disney actually in this film, which is amazing. You see Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse. It's like, wow.
Yeah, and Donald Duck and Daffy Duck
Yes.
have a piano duel that is one that you will remember for, well, at least I remembered since the first time I saw it.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
it's good. The story is neat. The characters. Eddie Valiant.
Yeah.
He's the down in luck detective.
He's an alcoholic.
Yes, and he hates Toons because of one killed his brother.
Yep.
And he has to kind of really bring back his relationship with Toons.
Yeah.
And get back his life, which has pretty much just been absorbed in drink since the death of his brother.
Yeah. And I mean, his job as a detective has really faltered, since his brother's death. The film never actually specifies how long ago his brother died.
Yeah.
I would assume it happened within a year or so from the time the movie starts. That's just an educated guess. I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's never specified, but it seems like it still hits him pretty hard. So it seems like it was an event that happened within a year or so from the time the movie started.
Yeah. Hey, it's back.
Oh, what the hell? Not this again. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember from one of our previous videos, the hat pretty much you pretty much disappear, stuff like that. It's insane. But Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a timeless film. It came out in 1988. It still holds as much as it did 25 years ago? Wow, it's been that long. 25 years ago. And Roger Rabbit, he's a lovable goof. Jessica Rabbit is I'm not much into animated people, I guess, but she is a very attractive animated character. I will put it that way. Everything about this is just very magical.
Hello, Kawaii.
Oh God.
Did you miss me?
No, not particularly.
Well, I missed you. I don't want to go anywhere.
Oh, I'd hope that you. I hope that I can. Hey, one hat.
Ooh. Thank you. Thank you very. Oh fuck. Scared me for a second.
I scared myself for a second.
Fuck.
I'm glad. Are you doing okay?
That was scary. What happened?
Where the hell did you go?
I don't know. It was dark. It was scary. I heard laughter. And somebody who had a bad case of throat cancer.
Oh, okay. I think I know where you went.
I think I ended up in Gotham City.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. See any clowns?
Some weird guy in a white face.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was Joker.
Maybe, I don't know. He was something. I somehow got your hat.
Oh.
Where'd mine go anyway? Oh, here it is. Hopefully it doesn't do anything else.
I thought you said you fixed that hat.
I thought I did. Maybe it still has some stuff to work out.
Well, I guess so. So, what, is there anything that you'd want to add for,
Roger Rabbit, it's a good film. It mixes animation with live action really well. The characters are likable. They develop the characters really nicely. There's good lines, good writing, good directing. It's a good film. And now let's go to our next film.
Oh, well, what would you give it out of 10?
I don't want to give it a 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay, out of 10, I would probably give Who Framed Roger Rabbit a 9.
A 9? Alright.
It's a good film. As I said, it mixes everything really well. How about you?
Yeah, I've got to go 10 out of 10.
I thought so.
Yeah, it's one that, like I've said, it's timeless to me. I can watch this in any mood, happy, sad, pissed off, whatever it is. I can just put this on and just be entertained, laugh, and just enthralled in the story of it for an hour and 45 minutes. So, what was our next review again? I don't have the greatest memory.
Our next review is the 1999 film The Iron Giant.
Oh, I'll let you tell this one.
The Iron Giant tells a story of a boy, Hogarth, who finds a giant robot that pretty much fell from the sky.
Yeah.
You're not told how he exactly gets there. He just crash lands, and he doesn't remember who he is, the giant robot, or why he's there.
It can barely even speak. I mean,
Yes. Hogarth kind of teaches him to speak, all while trying to hide him from a ruthless government agent, his mother, and the town itself. It's kind of about finding your place, I guess, and family. See, it turns out the robot is a weapon of some sort. It's never exactly told his origin, but whenever he senses
danger
weaponry, he goes into attack mode.
Yeah.
And he doesn't think anymore. He's just a mindless killing machine.
Yeah. And honestly, this film is kind of a spin-off. It makes a lot of references to the older sci-fi films of the 1950s.
Yes.
The design of the Iron Giant is a very much a 50s looking robot.
Well, I think it's supposed to be set in the 50s.
And it probably is, yeah.
The vehicles, the clothing of the people,
and even the movie that he's watching
Yes,
in the beginning of the movie is a 50s.
Yeah, black and white horror movie.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it is set in the 50s, and it does a very good job at kind of combining, a very entertaining film while at the same time homaging a lot of the great 50 alien invasion or monster movies of its time.
It's a good, it's a touching film. It's a kind of a growing up film, Let's see.
According to my uncle, there's only two films that two types of films where he will literally bawl his eyes out. That is a film with a heroic dog, or a film with a heroic robot, and this film kind of falls in that category.
Yes, especially he sacrifices himself. I was for all the people in this town
Yeah.
and his um, best friend,
Mm-hmm.
and it works for the film. I really enjoyed this film growing up.
As did I.
Um,
Interesting tidbit. Not very many people knew this. At least I didn't for a long time. Vin Diesel, of all people, does the voice of the robot.
yes, you actually bought a copy of this,
Yeah.
and it had special features, and it has an Easter egg or hidden thing
Uh-huh.
when you're going through the special features, and you can click on this little girl's bow tie,
Yeah.
and it shows the Iron Giant dancing ballet
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
That was a fun story to share.
We didn't know what it would do, so we turned it in, and my dad walked in. He's like, "What in the hell are you watching?"
And literally you see the Iron Giant, you know, it's like,
He-
it was,
it was the whole circumstance was hilarious.
yeah.
Um,
It probably had to be there type of moment,
Yeah.
but it was very funny. But yeah, I love this film. It has everything that you could want in a sci-fi animated film. It's fast paced. It's funny. It's moving. You know, I kind of call it a tearjerker.
Yeah.
You know, it gets me every time. It's it's just kind of an all-around family film.
yeah.
And you know, sure, there's a couple of scary images, I guess, but nothing too much for a young audience. I remember seeing this when I was 7 or so, and I was perfectly fine with it. So then again, I like all sorts of weird stuff. So don't go off of my judgment.
It's a good film. Really enjoyed it. I recommend it. What would you give this rating wise?
You know, I've got to go 10 out of 10 again. This is a very rare occasion, but yeah, I think that this is another timeless film.
I want to agree with you on this. 10 out of 10. It's very touching. It's a very good movie. It shows a lot of, I guess, morals that you can deal with. It's the whole moral of you determine who you are,
Yeah.
even if you're a giant death machine robot.
Yeah.
That's a sad point. This one didn't get all that much love when it came out.
No, I think it was a box office failure.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It deserves to be more of a cult classic, which it's kind of becoming.
Yeah, and I would actually argue it is a cult classic today. It's directed by Brad Bird, which he did The Incredibles and also Ratatouille and Mission Impossible 4. So I mean, the odds of a sequel now are probably never happening.
Yeah, it won't happen. There wasn't enough fan base when it first started.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. I remember watching this growing up, and I loved it. It was one of my favorites.
Yeah, me too.
And it's definitely got its audience today, but it's it's one of those films that it holds the test of time. I think it's just a very enjoyable film, and it's a very smart film. You know, it's cleverly written.
Yep.
Well, this was our 200th video. You know, I just have to say thank you to all of our subscribers and you know, people who've supported us along the way.
Yes, thank you guys.
You know, I just want to say thank you to all our fans, all our family members, friends, you know, people who watch us every week. You know, we probably would be doing this anyway, but you know, we wouldn't have the passion that we do for this, for these movie reviews, if it wasn't for you guys.
Yes, thank you guys for viewing.
well, here's to 200 more.
Yeah.
It's July now, and honestly, I do have, or no, let me backtrack. It's currently July now that you guys are watching this. September's going to be a fun month. We've got a special month for that. We won't say what it is yet.
See, it's several special months coming up.
October's going to be a fun month.
Yep.
And
November is going to be good too.
yeah, so it'll be December.
Oh yeah.
It's the next few months. September on are going to be kind of themed months.
Yeah.
So you'll see less of kind of the everyday stuff. No, let me backtrack.
We'll still have everyday stuff, but not like we're having right now.
Exactly. We're going to be building and just keep growing. So again, thank you guys for all your support and as always, thanks for watching.
I'm back. Where'd everybody go? Did I miss the party? Screw you, Hat. Fuck you guys. I'm going home.